Peekaboo! Peekaboo! Peekaboo!
Oh yeah!
Alright, yo, what's going on? What is up, everybody? I have missed you guys. You're freaking awesome. I appreciate all the epic support. Hey, we're almost at 3,000 subscribers. Woo! What a day to be alive.
And it's a great day to be alive.
Ain't nobody got time for that song right now. We got a video to do. Okay, back to the review.
Take a little bit of this fluoride riddance, swish but don't spit it.
For today's video, we're going to be talking about a show called Mina and the Count. Now, I know what some of you guys might be asking yourself. Hey, what the fuck is that? Hey, what the hell is a Mina and the Count? Well, let me tell you about it. Well, back in the year 1995, there was a cartoon pilot short that would go on to air on the What a Cartoon Show.
The What a Cartoon Show. Now you can see 3 Cartoon Network originals in one show. A triple-dipping power half hour of contemporary cartoon craftings. From us to you on the What a Cartoon Show. Tonight at 9:30 on the World Cartoon Headquarters, Cartoon Network.
Which was a collection of animated shorts that would be pitched to the networks and hoping to be picked up by a network and becoming its own full-fledged show. Basically just a big old collection of pilots. And some of them would be pretty good and some were pretty bad.
Huh? What?
But one of the ones that I always enjoyed and found very cool and unique was the short Mina and the Count. Now, the short Mina and the Count started off as a school film project created by the man known as Rob Renzetti. Now, who is Rob Renzetti? Well, you might have heard of his work since he is the guy behind the creation of the show My Life as a Teenage Robot. Hey, remember that? That was a pretty good show. And he's done lots of other awesome, cool things as well, like being the director on Dexter's Laboratory, The Powerpuff Girls, and Samurai Jack for Cartoon Network, and serving as a story editor for the first 2 seasons of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. And he would also go on to be doing other things like supervising producer for the series Gravity Falls, and currently he's an executive producer on the show Big City Greens. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, a total of 6 episodes was created for the show Mina and the Count. Now, the first episode was a pilot that aired on Cartoon Network's What a Cartoon series back in 1995.
What?
And the other 5 episodes would go on to be aired on Nickelodeon from early 1998 to late of 1999. Being featured on the show, oh yeah, cartoons, cause yeah, that was a thing.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
You're watching Oh Yeah cartoons.
Now, what was the show of Mina and the Count really about? Well, the show is about Dracula. Now, this light blue-skinned vampire hanging out with this little red-haired 7-year-old girl named Mina, and they get involved in lots of these crazy different hijinks and funny scenarios and all kind of crazy predicaments that you would never expect to see Dracula get himself involved in, which made it that much more fun and more of a spectacular and made the show that much more entertaining to watch. Now, Drac was voiced by Mark Hamill. That's right, Skywalker, the man himself, and also being known as one of the most infamous Joker voices ever from the Batman cartoon. Now, Mina was voiced by Ashley Johnson for the original pilot produced, which, you know, she also did voices for characters like Jin May from Super Robot Monkey, Team Hyperforce Go. She also voiced Terra from the show Teen Titan, and being the voice of Gwen from the Ben 10 franchise, and many others. And voicing Mina for the rest of the series, you would have Tara Strong taking over her voice role. The show is kind of like a slice of life based comedy cartoon, but it also had its very dark moments as well that would keep you on your toes.
Take a little bit of this fluoride riddance, swish but don't spit it.
Please, master, let me make the schedule. I'll pick some great girls for you to bite.
Alright, so let's talk about the characters of the show Mina and the Count. So, as you might have guessed, you got one of the characters, the Count. So he's this blue-skinned vampire. He's pretty laid back and chill. And since he's a vampire, he's all about sucking some girls' blood. He prefers to suck blood of girls over the age of 16 because, yeah, you know, it's better for them to be legal of age. And he has the abilities like being able to transform into a bat or into mist. He can also use telekinesis, and he can also hypnotize people or animals into doing whatever he wants. That's pretty cool. and he appears to be quite the intelligent guy, and rarely acts stupid in the episodes.
What was that?
What was that?
Hey, but he cares really deeply about Mina, and if you ever mess with Mina, man, he's got her back, and he's gonna do whatever he can to try to make her happy. You got this 7-year-old girl named Mina Harper, and she enjoys all things of normal girls, like playing with dolls and toys and just having a good time, and she has hobbies like skipping rope, chilling with Dracula, cooking, and is just trying to have a fun life and maybe watch some Disney princess movies on her spare time.
That sounds about right.
You also got the character of Igor, who is Vlad's Quasimodo-like servant, and he just ain't feeling the whole Drac hanging out with a 7-year-old thing, and he's a pretty cool character. He's pretty laid back, he does his own thing, you know, and he's just trying to define the social norm at all costs. It just seems very jealous that Drac's hanging out with a 7-year-old girl, and he's like,
Hey, what's up, master? Yeah, you should get the fuck up out of your coffin, master. You need to be careful, master. You shouldn't eat garlic, master. You need to beware of all the evil that's out there.
Yeah, he's kind of like that. He's just making sure that Drac knows he needs to watch his back, because anytime someone can make a crazy counterattack. Also, you got Drac's friends. You got the mummy. He's a mummy. He's covered in toilet paper. What more you want? You got this big ass Frankenstein dude. Hey, he's the embodiment of Frankenstein. Hey, what else you want from him? You also got this Fishman creature. Looks like that fish villain from the first season of Kim Possible. Yeah, you know the one.
How barbaric!
So what other human people do you got in this show? Well, at Mina's school, you got her other human friend, who is Martha, and she seems to be very squeamish. As in the episode where they had to dissect a frog, she just passes out. You also have her teacher, and she seems pretty cool.
Thank you, Nick. I think the erasers are clean enough.
And probably the most utter noticeable human you would have going to the school would be the school bully, Nick. Nick was this bully and had this pointy ass nose, looking like freaking Gru from Despicable Me. And he also does things like trying to annoy Mina at times and acting like a little bitch.
We're supposed to cut directly into the brain. Or was it the heart's main vein?
Man, if I was a 7-year-old and went to this school, I'd probably end up punching this guy right in the face.
Hey, if you don't like it, why don't you change into a bat and fly away?
This is what I'm talking about, people. Fuck you, Nick, piece of shit.
Huh? What?
Even though the show only ran for 6 episodes, you could tell it was going to be a show that would build off the characters one by one, which made it that much more appealing to watch.
I never run across a doll with BO before. What exactly is this thing?
Now, the art style was pretty cool and nice and unique, and it had its own charm to it. It'll be dark at moments, very monochromatic hues and whatnot, but for different lighting effects that would go on through different parts of the show, it was pretty cool and unique, and it just made the show that much more wholesome to watch. Like, even with the simplified backgrounds, for a show like this, it really does work. Because it's more important about building around the characters, and that way building the story through the characters, and not relying so much on the element of where the characters take place in, but setting that base of the characters' landscaping out where it's important enough where it shows you what it was trying to convey to the audience.
Take a little bit of this fluoride riddance, swish but don't spit it.
Now, the show's composition music was mainly put together by the two men of Steve Rucker and Thomas Chase Jones, who would also go on to collab together in other cartoons like the Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, and Codename Kids Next Door. While Thomas Jones also found out would go on to be the man behind the epic music of the show Lunatics Unleashed and The Batman. So, hey, that's pretty awesome. This was something that Rob had a lot of passion for when he was creating it, and he still, to this day, would love to make a series out of Mina and the Count. And I think, I could really picture this being a, maybe a 2-season kind of series, maybe 26 episodes. I think that'd be pretty respectable, and I think if he got a chance to do it, hey, he would really do it right and have a lot of fun with it and make for a very cool and entertaining show. Maybe you'll see it continued on Netflix someday, since so many animated shows are getting a chance on there lately. But the show Mina and the Count was a really cool show, and you know, this is something I wanted to talk about. And if you ain't seen the show Mina and the Count, I would highly recommend it. And you know, give it a watch. Hey, check out all the episodes. There's only 6. It'd probably take you like, what, less than an hour. So that's all I gotta say. Until next time, remember to stay awesome and to take care. Cory out. Peace!